courtesy Angostura. follow me. Stay on them. Boys and girls on the inside, deep on the inside, we're all boys and girls here because Carnival brings out the kid in all of us regardless of our age. Welcome once more to our returning media and welcome for the first time to our new media representatives to PREStiege 8. Initiate. Well, it's our PREStiege 8 Media Social or PREStiege 8 Media Launch, but I like to call it Initiate. Welcome to Initiate, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host for the evening, Andrew Friday, and we're here to share the experience or give you all a look into PREStiege 2018, which is PREStiege 8, and we'll tell you a lot more about the significance of the 8 in PREStiege 8. But before we continue, we're going to start with an opening prayer. I'm going to invite my elder brother in Pres, Mr. Joel Edwards.
Almighty God, we thank you for life. We thank you for health, strength, and our tremendous faith in you. We thank you for the resurrection and the promise of eternal life. Almighty God, we thank you for Presentation College, the best college in the Caribbean. We thank you for the Past Students Association, that indomitable group of young and not so young men who work for the benefit of the college. We thank you for the PREStiege Past Students Foundation and PREStiege 1 to 7. We thank you in advance for PREStiege 8, which will be no doubt a resounding success. We thank you for all the people who are here tonight to celebrate this media, social, the launch of Prestige 8. And we ask you to bless each and every person who will contribute and who has contributed to making Prestige 8 the best Fete in Trinidad in 2018. Thank you, Father.
Yeah, I like that. Now, folks, this is a time where, or an event whereby a few of our extra special patrons, our committee, the event committee, a few of our suppliers, a couple of our entertainers, and of course you, the media, come to share with us the experience of Prestige, and you get to see what no one else gets to see until Sunday the 21st of January 2018. Now, we do this event to the school, so can't have an event for the school and not hear from the school. So to represent the school, I have a dean. She's a dean. She has been with the college since 1994, if I believe.
No.
Since 1995 then. 96. Since 1996, yes, when I was still in school. And there was a comment made just a few moments ago. Somebody said, he's a performer, he's a sexy performer. You see, what? No, that's not performer, that's a teacher. That's a teacher at the college. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the staff and giving some remarks on behalf of the college, the school itself, Mrs. Anika Friday. Miss Anika Friday. Yes.
Miss Friday. Yeah, all past students know me. Miss Friday. Married, but Miss Friday. A pleasant good evening to you all. I am so honored that my brother, Andrew, asked me to bring greetings on behalf of the staff, the administration and staff of Presentation College San Fernando. Without further ado, forgive me. I'll keep it short and sweet. So I bring greetings on behalf of the administration and staff of Presentation College San Fernando. I am indeed honored and privileged to thank the Prestige Past Students Foundation for their fundraising efforts done to date. Some of these projects undertaken to date include the air conditioning of the classrooms, multimedia, presence of multimedia in our classrooms, guard booth construction. Some of you all who passed through recently, you would see the lovely guard booth that went up. Our wonderful school bus. I haven't had the honor to ride in it as yet, but soon. The Brothers' Residence renovations and refurbishment. The staff lounge, to name a few. These are just a few of the projects undertaken by the Prestige Past Students Foundation. And you know, I have to say, as a member of staff, I am really grateful to have these improvements done to the plant. Because in a learning environment, it is important that our students and our staff are comfortable. We have to be comfortable and feel safe in our environment. And some of these projects, in fact all of these projects that you, the Prestige Foundation and the Past Students Association have done thus far, these have assisted us in, you know, getting a good environment, a good working environment, learning and teaching environment for our staff and our students. So on behalf of, you know, the staff, the administration and the students of Presentation College, I do thank you immensely. I would also like to thank the Past Students Association alumni for work done outside of Prestige, including projects such as the Career Guidance Program that we put on, that you put on every year. I mean, I have to say, It is a great project, and I really do hope that you continue, because it is important for the students. You know, the teaching is important. The teaching is one thing, but they do need that career guidance. And you know, every year you all have really provided a wonderful program where the students can come and see the different professions and speak to them, and it is really, really a great thing that you have been doing. So thank you so much for that. Another thing, the annual mid-year compound refurbishments that you've done as well. The college toilets, oh gosh, they were in a mess before. So thank you. You asked me all I know, but I know. So thank you so much for all of these. Also, your assistance to student athletes. You know, some of these boys, they don't have the means, you know, and they really need your help, and we thank you on behalf of them for all of the work that you have done thus far. So all of these projects, as I said before, they all have a positive effect on the learning and working environment of our school for both staff and students. So I do thank you all so much for working with the staff, the administration, to help elevate the level of our esteemed college, Presentation College San Fernando. I thank you all, and I wish you all a very happy and holy 2018. And, you know, we look forward to PREStiege. I look forward to seeing you there. And I pray that it is a resounding success for our college. So blessings to all of you. Thank you so much.
Now, Anika did speak about, you know, she prayed blessings for PREStiege and everything. It just so happens, if Joel did not reach on time, we would have asked Anika to do the opening prayer, because she's actually one of the senior Catholic staff members that we have. And she's actually teacher in charge of Legion of Mary, right? Right. Now, we've heard from our school. Now let's hear from our Past Students Association, and more specifically, the PREStiege Past Students Foundation. So to welcome you all and give some remarks, we have the chairman of the PREStiege Past Students Foundation, Chairman Fernando. Siegel Salasing.
Thank you very much. Good evening to everybody. I understand that. I hope you have not you. So after speaking, after a teacher and a full-time master of ceremonies, bear with me for a few minutes. Because I can't keep up with the MFS and peace. So the first part of my speech was going to be about what we did. And I could already did that. Yeah. Just to quickly run through it again. We gave the college a bus, we refurbished a field, we did the toilets over, which was really inspired from Coffee Street. We did over there washrooms, we did air conditioning in school. So my son was telling me, Daddy, I was in class and the place was hot. I said, the place was hot. He said the air conditioner wasn't working. And I'm sure almost everybody here went to school with a fan or large windows. I don't appreciate the presence of an air conditioner. So we have our air conditioning school. We figured we gave it to a nice thing. We gave them a new jeans coat to stick with IMN. We've got cameras in the classroom also. So I guess after summarizing and taking my part in speech, so I'll jump right into a bit about PREStiege. Not this year, what PREStiege has been about. If you, I know many of you have got a program, but in the back of your program, you haven't got a program? Yeah. Okay, I want to ask you. The back of the program will tell you a story about PREStiege. PREStiege, as you have quoted numbers, started in 2001. And over the years, we've had fun with using the number to create a name. So the first year we didn't think about it. The first year actually PREStiege. Also inclusive. Yes. Second year was double gold because the school won 2 medals in academic performance. Third year we call it ecology. Yeah. The fourth year is euphoria, we played in the 4. The fifth year was impressed, we played in the 5 in the S. The sixth year was vibe. If you think about Roman numeral, VI. The 6th, so vibe. The 7 was Hashtag 7. And this year we have Elevate. And so I think a lot of people like to hear how we came to this name. Maybe Andrew will share some more information about how we used to elevate. Elevate is what we're doing this year. We're raising the bar for them. I can let you know a secret. I've been told that these are the last few tickets left. Let's do 2 bars here.
Security!
And one is mine. So I'm going to show you that you should try and get the tickets early. The Fete is picking up a lot of pace. We are one of the few big fests left in the country. I think the feedback from the past years, we've been adjudged one of the best in the region. I want to keep that high reputation. So $900, 3 years in a row, can't go wrong with that. We've been fighting the recession, and these crazy fellas on my team, instead of saying let's cut costs, they say let's spend more on quality. So there's more money being spent on quality this year. Public food providers, take a rest, because the bar, we're trying to tighten on Keith, our bar director, because he just spending money like crazy. All the nice party drinks out there. The infrastructure, stage, everything, a lot of the things are new this year. So we have been actually investing to within the party. We're not perfect yet. We are listening to your feedback. When we did last year, some long lines, we're addressing that. We're breaking up the food. We're going further back. We have a mastermind in Orange City, and we challenge this every day to do something different. And in fact, I didn't see the field for those who are familiar with PREStiege, but we actually have a longer event. And we elevated, we've gone up in terms of the staircase. So we want to encourage you to get your tickets early. I want to thank everybody who's been a part of our training. From the start, I would like to recognize, I know actually Hans, the Fernando, back and Red Butchun. Those guys have been with us from the Kessler Band from the beginning. Yeah. I want to give away the business plan, but the first day they played almost for free. That's because we made a loss. I don't think they do that anymore though. So no. But this is the kind of love we have in the presentation fraternity. A lot of what you see is men coming back and giving. I'd like to use this opportunity just to thank everybody who's been part of PREStiege from the beginning to now, all the support you've given, and I look forward to seeing all of you there on 21st of January. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephen. No, there's only one way that we let's see, right after hashtag 7 PREStiege, the marketing team, the PR team, we actually started working on, alright, what can we do with 8? And we started with, graduate, elevate, and we were thinking, alright, let's go with elevate, because if we go to graduate, that means like, in the 8th year, you actually graduate, you spend 7 years in school and you graduate on the 8th year. But the guys were like, no, let's keep it more fun and less school. We already doing this pretty school, but let's keep it more fun and let's keep it more encompassing. So that's how we went with just to the power of 8, because we wanted to know what does 8 mean. So if you Google 8, you will know 8 is not just infinity, right? It also means power. 8 is a number of power. And we'll share more with you on that as it goes along. But before we go on to our next speaker, Mason, we're going to keep your music running. We're actually going to give you a little visual, and I'm going to try my best to provide a narrative for this video. So Mick, when you're ready. College San Fernando has produced eminent leaders, top entertainers, leading professionals, and captains of industry and civil society here at home and globally. To sustain this rich history of success, funds are required for maintenance and growth activities. To this end, in 2011, the college's alumni developed the highly successful annual carnival all-inclusive PREStiege. PREStiege has solidified its reputation as one of the top events in the region. The organizers continue to raise the value for money experience through a combination of affordable ticket prices, whilst being treated to top entertainment, first-class ambiance, premium beverages, and exotic food choices. Our patrons are a diverse group comprising the decision makers of today and the upwardly mobile trendsetters of tomorrow. Each year, we have some great play fun in coming up with the event theme. This year, we have our 8th edition, and the event name is Elevate. The number 8 represents infinity and everything good in the universe which is infinite, such as infinite love, infinite supply, infinite energy, infinite time. In other words, 8 represents complete and unending abundance without any lack. Prestige, where good times come together. So, here's where we get into, what Prestige 8 or Prestige the Power means, what Elevate your carnival experience has in store for you. So I'd like to invite Mr. Mark Mungo, one of our senior brothers, on the board, but not senior on the board, to come share with you what Elevate has in store for you.
Thank you, Andrew. Man, Friday. Good night, everybody. I think I get set up and tell them, fellas, this year, don't ask me to do the opening prayer. Every year, we do the opening prayer. I realize I get set up to do something else. The good news is, everything I was supposed to tell you about Elevate was just nicely articulated. True. Serious, it's really difficult to capture what this whole Prestige Elevate experience is. And I think the best thing to do is get your backside down to Prestige and enjoy it, feel it for yourself. I was talking to the boys from Kes, Hans and Riyadh earlier. And for them, of course, what makes Prestige special is as family for them. They know they're old boys, so it's not so much as a gig, this is giving back to their alumni. So that's really special. But for guys like Ricardo, Drew, for him this is, I think it's still here, is it still here with us?
Yeah.
He says this fete is like no other than a performing. It's a totally different experience, and it is about elevating their own carnival experience. He says this Prestige literally moves their whole carnival spirit to another level. And so he actually really looks forward to that crew coming to perform at Prestige this time around. Look, the reality is Prestige will continue to give you amazing food, as you would have seen in all of the clips there. The wide range of beverages from Johnny and the fancy bubbly, the rock cocktails, the premium rocks, that never runs out. And of course, every single year, world-class entertainment that Arthur will tell you a little bit about later. But there's one other thing that Prestige does that we take very seriously, and that's making sure that the event is safe for patrons. And this year, as we do every year, we meet with the security people because the reality is the bandits are also all-inclusive. They don't discriminate. They're hitting any and everybody. And so this year, as we've done in previous years, looking at gaps, looking at areas to improve. And so in addition to the police that we hire, and we need them both inside and outside the tent, we have 2 security companies, secure parking. And I want to advise patrons, use your shuttles. So we have the secure parking at JTA with a shuttle service, secure parking down in the water taxi car park, use that as well. And although we know that you don't intend to go over your happiness limit, some of you may go over the alcohol limit for driving. So if you have a designated driver, on our Facebook page we have a list of service providers that can take you back and forth safely. Both inside and outside the fete, you'll see enhanced security as well, more canines, undercover guys who you won't recognize, looking into the big pockets, etc. And for those who fall in the category of Steven, I just need to let you know that security is not responsible for people who lose their wives or better halves. We're not responsible for fighting them. We're not responsible for supervising behavior. If that happens, you're on your own. Ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to seeing you at PREStiege. Come and enjoy a really unique level of high-class food, drink, and entertainment. Thank you.
Just to articulate what Donnie losing your wife or losing your significant other, at Elevate, for the past few years, we have what we call a pamper zone for the ladies. We start with a shoe check tent. You come, you go to the washrooms, you come back, head to the pamper zone, get your hair did, get your makeup did, get back into the Fete. The shoe check tent is so that you can swap your heels, right? You're lining, you're taking pictures, everybody's on you, looking at this group of ladies here. Everybody's on you, you know, all the cameras are on you, taking your poses, you know, doing that little thing on the duck face that you all like to do, yeah? Right? Doing all that in the heels, but when Band and when Drew takes the stage with the All-Stars, yeah, you want your flats, head to the shoe check tent, swap on your heels for your flats, and we go again, pump it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing that we didn't tell you that PREStiege 8 has in store for you. And to do that, we have our head of entertainment for PREStiege 8, Elevate, a guy known in certain circles as DJ Altitude, and you'll understand why. He's my big brother, yeah, come through choir, everything. He's been a stage manager actually since school days, since the 90s. He's a 90s press man. Give it up for Arthur Atta Alexander.
Thank you. All right, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming this evening. Great to have you here with us and joining us as we go through our media launch. I get to have one of the best jobs here. So DJ, I don't know who asks for a low and never asks for it back, but just give me some vibes and give me a little music. Come on, man, we're coming to entertainment. I have the pleasure tonight of talking about our entertainment lineup. So it's a fresh lineup, it's a new lineup, some old classics, some stalwarts in the PREStiege brand, but also some new surprises as well too. So without further ado, I am confident that we will elevate your carnival experience this year. So first and foremost, let me start by saying we will have one of the best bands, not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but in the Caribbean. They are called the All-Stars. They are frontlined by an amazing team from all over the Caribbean. Right? We have blacks with this band, the one and only Ricardo Drew, Mr. Tennyson John, and Tizzy. Right? So with that being said, we have a couple of representatives from the band. I would like to bring them forward so you can see them, you can hear them, and they can talk to you for a couple of seconds about PREStiege and what it means to them partner with us again this year. Again, I don't get to do this often, so I'll do it just one time. It's true! It's true!
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How are you guys? Oh gosh. Good evening, everybody. We did this last year. Let us not do it again this year. It's a New Year's 2018. Who is ready for Elevate? We are so excited to be a part of this event once again. We are looking forward to seeing each and every one of you guys, the All-Stars. And of course, you know, there's blacks, you know, Mr. Kameen, we have Tizzy from Antigua. And I also have my brother all the way from St. Lucia here, Mr. Tennyson John. Y'all make some noise for Tennyson John, please.
Hey, Teddy from St. Lucia. It's a great feeling to be part of this. You know, it's my second year with the band. Can I have a round of applause? Yeah, with this amazing family. So expect an amazing show. We're gonna come up, we're gonna give you the music, we're gonna bring the vibes, we're gonna bring the energy. You understand? We're just gonna bring one big happy family to PREStiege. Thank you so much. God bless you.
And I always tell you all that I'm a South boy, I'm a South boy. We don't party like South people. Somebody say yeah.
Alright, so now that we get you all warmed up a little bit, right? What we're going to do right now is going to talk about the next act. So we have several individuals, but one of the people, you guys don't even have graphics for this yet, because we confirmed this today. Today, selfie was confirmed. We have two-time Soca Monarch winner. Boy, Sour Youth is going to be in PREStiege. Boy, numbers are going to be like, what? They don't even know. So Voice is confirmed he will be at PREStiege this year. Now that we get Voice out, Voice going to do his thing. Play for them, man. Play something for them in case they don't know. Hi. Everyone know what I want to sing it. This is the year of love. Everybody sing it. Can't give you everything right here now, man. Come on, man. Cool, now, man. So Voice will be inside PREStiege to elevate your experience. One of the stalwarts for this event. I have to pause here for a second because these guys are very near to my heart. Grew up with them in Palmis. Know these guys as friends, not just as artists, not just as schoolmates, but as pure friends. And very, very, very glad to have them with us. They've been here with us from day one, and they've been here for all 8 years of this PREStiege experience. So, headlining the event for us this year. And we are very, very proud and very happy and very excited to have none other than Kes. Kes! I said Kes the band is headlining PREStiege this year. Let me tell you something. This song right here, if you don't know the people next year, just listen something. Introduce yourself and just say hello. Will. And we have none other than Hans the Vitaloria, but I'd like to invite them to the front here to say a couple words. Hans, speak with the hands. Say a couple words to me. Evening, folks. Evening, PREStiege. Andrew. Honestly, on behalf of the band, we're just glad that we can be part of PREStiege period, because the thing about PREStiege is that when we were going to school, Pres never had money, ever. Every week is a donation sheet. Mr. Bowen coming for barbecue money, men talking and hiding. So we saw this event as an opportunity for the school to do stuff for itself, and to improve for itself on its own strength, on its own compound, with its own team. So having gone to the school and gone through the whole system and all that, and have the chance now to give back in any way of being able to play on stage and help drive a movement, we're just glad to be part of it. Alright, so we just want to thank everybody who comes out and supports, and will continue way past when we're not even at the show. Still come, make sure you come to the show, support the school. Everybody works hard to make it happen. So thank you. We're going to have a ball this year. Right? Alright, rock and roll. But as you know, this is a man who is representing his school, knows his school well through his stories. Alright. So, we have a little surprise. And let me set this one up a little bit. So one of the things we recognize, we sat down as a team, and everybody give a hand to the hardworking committee on behind PREStiege. Yeah! These guys, while everybody's celebrating Christmas and Carnival and some people Thanksgiving, these guys already sitting down thinking through what we're going to do for next year, and how the event is going to rise, and what it's going to look like, and how we're going to sell these tickets and give it the best experience for our patrons. And when we talked about entertainment this year, one of the things we talked about was we recognized our market. And we said to ourselves, you know, our market is a market that doesn't only listen to soca throughout the entire year. And we challenged ourselves and we said how we could give everybody something that they want. So we decided this year to bring a surprise. And the surprise this year is our artists who you'll normally see at a concert. You won't see them in a carnival fete. So PREStiege this year is not just a fete. It's a concert and a musical experience. Right? That is what I want people to understand, an international musical experience. So I'm not going to say any words, I'm just going to let the music speak for itself. Listen, he will be here. He will be here. If you want to dance, if you want to dance, you can do it. Come quick. You know it, keep going. The one and only Barrington Levy. I want them to sing this part. I want them to sing it.
Sweet, sweet love. Yes, she gives me forever.
Stamp your foot.
She gives me love, 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 love.
Oh my word.
Forever.
I'm the mood already.
She gives me love, 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 love forever.
All right, let's stop it. Right. Yeah. I'm not an artist. I'm not getting nervous. Barrington Levy. Barrington Levy will be at PREStiege this year. Somebody say yeah. So we're giving him stalwarts, we're giving him a young, new talent, double soca man and winner.
Yeah.
Right? We're giving you Kestiban, we're giving you Barrington Levy. And we ain't done yet. We have more artists. My phone, listen, I get the best job. I was telling one of the board members, I have the best job. I get to go and find out who the artists are to bring to you, and I will not rest until I go to every fete and find out who the artists that you want to see are. I will get them and I will find them and I'll bring them to PREStiege. Many more coming. This is just the tip of the iceberg. But not just artists, we also have DJs. These two gentlemen here, Chris Jedi, DJ Maisel. We also have Euphoric. Mr. Panton Euphoric will be at PREStiege this year. Also another big DJ, we ain't confirmed yet, we're still negotiating. But when that land, trust me, you will know. Right? So we have the best stage, we have the best DJs, we have the best entertainment. Right? Without a doubt, you will have a ball at PREStiege. We will elevate your experience this year. So please, have a great time. I know I will see you there. I'm not here to sell tickets. Tickets selling themselves. You will be at PREStiege. You will be impressed by PREStiege. And this carnival experience will be elevated. Entertainment will be grand. It will be great. I hand you over to the host to take care of.
What will it be after? It will be great. It will be great. It will be great. Let's say it. Like Sesame Street. Great. It's great. Now, PREStiege cannot be done without, yes, the assistance or the patronage of our staff, our students, our administration, well, the Catholic board, yes, because we live in Catholic too. But we're also powered by our partners, our corporate partners, our corporate investors. People like to say sponsors, right? But we are graduating the discussion and we're talking our corporate partners. So to speak about our corporate partners, we have none other than, well, our host this evening at Mobile, Big Brother Imtiaz Ahmad.
How many big brothers you really have? How many sisters you really have? Elevate! Just think about it now. We've gone from barbecue and donation seats to elevate and cake sales, to elevate and 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we reach 8. You know, when you start a business, you expect that the first year, probably, you know, a little lost year, 2 year, 3 year, break even, go. It only took about 4 years for PREStiege to more than make $1 or $2. Then it took another year or 2 to have all these wonderful achievements and upgrade to the school. Well, it already happened when I joined on the 4th year. I often wonder why people think I'm a comedian. But Atta, where's Atta? Do you remember this tall man is driving a mini car? I think we need to give Atta another round of applause for the lineup that he is bringing to PREStiege. And I really hope you have everybody sign up, because all of you that are going to publish all of this good stuff, we're all already going to hold them accountable. So really, I think it's really not sponsored and not recognized, but it's graduate. But it's graduate and graduate with all these sponsors. If I remember last year, I said this last year was the last time I was doing this. So I'm going to say this is the last time I'm doing this again. And I think I'll resign from this team. But it is a testament of certainly of goodwill, of acknowledgement, of great teamwork, to have in fact the sponsors coming back year after year after year. Now I'm supposed to call all the sponsors and say thanks, but I don't really think I'm doing that. They all know who they are. Because if any sponsors for all these years gone by, and if I do that and I will print it again, somebody will go to last year's papers and say you do the same thing. So, all the sponsors, you all know who you are. We thank you very much for coming forward again and supporting PREStiege, supporting the best school in South, and getting to the point where it's now the premier Fete in South, and ranking around the country as the premier Fete. And certainly, we've gone ahead in creating what the team has really put a lot of effort in, which is the experience. So you're not coming up, kind of jump off, go and eat some food and go watch the bands play live, but it's really the whole experience that you're going to have at PREStiege, PREStiege 8. So none other than a few of the most important ones. Starting in alphabetical order, of course the most important one is our sponsor by the name of Southern Sales. And I was the president. Then of course there are big names that come back like COSL, Cyber Consulting, Unicoma, Nitco, GTA, not to mention Angostura and Alston's. We all know why. Yes, Bryden, NLCB Lighthouse. But these are all the sponsors that have combined. But I want to pay special tribute to two organizations that stepped forward when PREStiege, together with presentation, took on a new venture. And you heard about it earlier in terms of the bus. And so we pay special tribute to Republic Bank and RBC. So there are two banks, but they don't want to pay 25% tax. So we had to get the bus before that. So members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, well-wishers and supporters, we have a wonderful turnout this evening at another fantastic media, social and launch event for the Fete. We are just about, just under 3 weeks away, right? They say they have tickets. I have 1 or 2 left, but we are on a roll. We expect to be #1 again this year. With your support, the team is working hard. We expect you all to have a wonderful time. And I do encourage all of you all to join us on the 27th and 21st. And, well, party away and elevate yourself. Thank you.
Now folks, before we close, I want to do 2 things, right? Before we close, I want to do 2 things. And the first is that, what I don't think anybody mentioned, for those of you who are here for the first time, the proceeds for PREStiege are actually broken up, right? So it's what, 80-10-10, right? 80% goes to the school, 10% goes to charities in and around San Fernando, and the other 10, Stephen? The other 10 goes towards operating costs for the Past Students Association. And what happened last year, well, as Drew and Terry are here, right? We had some serious weather conditions passing through the region last year. PREStiege was instrumental in activating the Pres family humanitarian arm in terms of garnering assistance for our brothers and sisters up and down the islands. So, thank you very much, Prestige, for that one. Why nobody clapping? This is charity we're talking about. When we want to go somewhere, it's like, right, somebody come with a donation sheet. Where's this in aid of? You come with a Fete ticket. Alright, yeah. Nobody asking where the money going, but that's where the money going, and that's where it went. Right? So once again, I'm sure, God's willing, Prestige will be there in any event or any occurrence that happens this year. God's willing, hopefully not. So, the final thing I'm going to do this evening, before I invite you all to just share the carnival experience and elevate your carnival experience with Initiate, the launch, I'm going to introduce, well, a feature that has been with our social media launch. Well, our media social. They have featured with us for the past, I think since the first year, we had our media launch. And this is their 2018 presentation with Carnival. I give you Carnival, Kalisharan Carnival, the elixir of life. And the Peach Cushman. I now introduce to you one of the all-inclusive sections in Royal Blue. It's London Blue Compact.
Every
with $5,000. Alicia at Carnival 2018, the elixir of life.
Everything you give them licks. That's your paper doing physics. You not have the master, they do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the PREStiege Foundation, we'd like to thank you all for coming to our media social for Elevate. PREStiege 8 elevates your carnival experience. We now ask you to stay with us and indulge. Indulge. Give me that one time. Give me that. Give me that. Give it. Give it. Give it. Give it. Give it that nice. Give me that one time. Give me that. Give me that. Give it. Give it. Give it. Give it. Our game bar is open. We have beverages. There's a CD and a straw with the Queen's Box Swizzle and Anko with the JB Chalet. Our game bar is also open and we shall be serving hors d'oeuvres. Thank you all for coming and let's congregate.
Stay by my side, yeah. I'm gonna be right, we roll like Bonnie and Clyde. If you like that, I can make it feel nice. We can jump on that. Oh, that damn nice. Oh, you're feeling so high, taking out my door. Yeah, leave it like you live, I'm glad. I love to be loved. I need to drink my time now, just like that.
Check our social media, go to PREStiege Fete on Facebook and only purchase tickets from our authorized sellers. Our committee members as well as more vino, right? South Vino as we affectionately call it, more vino, South and North, as well as Nigel Arcana booksellers nationwide. Check them out. We'd like to thank two of our DJs. We'd like to thank Nazal, the sound master, for holding down the fort during the program. And for the remainder of the night, I turn you
check. Alright, at this point in time, we're just going to interrupt the music for 5 seconds. So all committee members, all Prestige committee members, we want you outside on the balcony, trying to read Stephen sign language. In the back there with the collegiate around folks. Yes. In the back, follow the ladies with costumes. And we can take a picture at the back to the rear of the event. All Prestige committee members, I guess that's me too.